So with Henchman, that's a really different name. I don't really know what it means. Where do you get the name from, and what does the name mean?
You know what? In a lot of the sports that I've done, and it seems that a lot of the people that are really good, they get no breaks. Either like they're just really good at what they do. They have a lot of talent, but that's not enough. Like it's almost these days you need like talent and personality, or talent and like you have to be good looking if you're a girl, or like or cool if you're a guy, or funny or something. So Henchman started because I felt like some of the best people out there in all sports that I was in are guys that were just random guys that worked like crazy, worked hard, and they probably also had to work 40 hours a week on top of the training they were doing, and that's just what I saw time and time again in a lot of these sports, in snowboarding and fighting, boxing, Muay Thai, you name it. The best of the people are the ones that were going training and then leaving there immediately and going to work. But yeah, they weren't getting paid doing the things that they love to do, but they were really good at it. Right. Well, those sports happen to be blowing up in the last 10 years. Snowboarding in the last 10 years, 7 years, and mixed martial arts really in the last 3. Right. And I saw the similarities, so I jumped back onto what I love first, which is mixed martial arts, training, competing, fighting. And I wanted to bring what I've seen out there to this sport. So I'm looking to help the little guy, help the people that really have the drive to do this, because a lot of people in this game talk shit. I don't know if I can swear, but a lot of guys.
You can cuss all day, man. It's the internet.
A lot of guys talk shit, man, and I think they're in it for the girls. They're in it for to look cool. They're in it to be on TV. You know, I don't really go for that. I don't really hang out with those people. Right. But good for them. You know, we need those guys. I need those guys out there, so the people that I support can beat up on them and get a nice record. So keep those people coming. But I'm definitely looking to help out the people that are in this sport to win it.
Okay, now who's wearing your shirts now? Who have you sponsored, or who are you planning to sponsor in the future?
For sure, man. I have a couple guys in the UFC actually, but I think Dana White just passed $100,000 for 6 months.
I've seen that, man. What do you think about that, man? That's bananas.
I think that's ridiculous.
That's crazy.
He can do it. The thing is, he can get away with doing it, so he'll get away with doing it. But I definitely don't agree with it. But it's a great business move. I mean, right. It's a great business move. I think it's horrible for the sport, but for him to make money and for the company to make money, they'll do it in the short run. They'll make money, but it keeps guys like myself, guys like, I think the companies that are actually in the sport, they get them out of the sport, right. and it introduces people like Nike, Adidas,
the bigger sponsors,
the people that aren't in it yet now. Quicksilver, I'm going to name out names. Volcom. You're going to see these guys, Hurley. You're going to see these people, full on, because why? They got the money. They already got the money. You're going to see them into the sport. So now you got people that aren't in the sport to begin with coming into it because that's where the money's at. Okay, well, I'm not into that shit. I'm not into it at all. I'm in the sport. I'll do it when there's no money. I've been doing it when there's no money into it. I've been in it for like 6-7 years now. Wow. And there wasn't money 6 or 7 years ago, but I knew what I wanted to do. And I saw it getting big, and I knew I was putting myself in position to be in the right spot. So all I can do, man, is be in that spot and help out these guys. So I have a couple guys in UFC, a bunch of guys in Bellators and girls in Bellator, and I actually started a girls program, a girls fight team that I have a bunch of girls that I take care of, and they're some of the top girls in the country, if you ask me. I definitely scout my talent, and people like Kerry Vera for Bellator. Okay. I do help out Misha Tate, who's been in Strikeforce, and I'm sure you'll see her around a little bit. Okay. I take this girl from North County Fight Club, which is a management company in California, Molly. I help her out.
Okay, now your clothing line, your designs are a little different from the norm. You know, like you see Tap Out, you see other clothing lines.
Yeah, I don't copy that.
Everybody pretty much have the same, like Affliction. Everybody has the same type of design. Yeah. Now your designs are a little. How should I say? They're a little different. What inspires you to come up with designs?
You know what? Just that I refuse to go into what other shirt companies are doing. I'm not going to follow suit with anybody. I think you'll see people following suit with what I'm doing. You can mark that down. Right. I think people are going to follow suit with what I'm doing, and that's fine. But they're going to know what came from me first. That's for sure. I'll let them know.
Right. But what influenced you though? What influenced you to design? And where do you get your thoughts and your ideas? I mean, is that's part of your graphic design background? 'Cause I know you have a background in graphic design.
Yeah. I'm all self-taught, man. I like that stuff. I taught myself and I went with it. But I always liked art. I always drew. I paint a little bit. I like doing that stuff. So it comes from like a lifestyle. I'm gonna say, it comes from movies,
Okay.
it comes from TV, it comes from music,
Okay.
it comes from comic books. I mean, I like all of that stuff. You know, I'm kind of a nerd. I have friends that are fighters that'll attest. They know who to call up for a midnight movie showing. They call me up. They know that.
Okay.
Guys like Brandon Vera, they're right there. They come with me. They go to the midnight showings. They like all that stuff. So I try to keep it with what people like that are within my age frame or my group, whatever you want to call it. Things they're interested in, I will take something and convert it or make something that's similar. But yeah, it'll definitely be my own. I mean, you'll see something like, oh, it looks like something. I'll change all that stuff. So I really don't copy anyone. And it's hard to copy me because you have to be original. You know, to be original is, I think, a hard thing to find in this game, especially clothing. People are popping out of the woodwork, you know, and they're copying, like you said. You mentioned Affliction, Ed Hardy, whatever. They're coming out with some money that don't even do the sport. They're coming out, they're copying some t-shirt company and throwing a name on there that looks the same. They're using the same font, the same text. And those companies are going to come and go.
Right.
If they were smart, they'd just invest money into me and let me do my thing.
UFC 100. Give me your thoughts on UFC 100, man. Frank Mir and Brock Lesnar. Did you watch the fight? Give me your thoughts on that.
Oh yeah, I definitely watched that fight, man. I definitely watched that fight. You know, I'm a big fan of WWF back in the day, man. Superfly Snuka, Roddy Piper, all those guys. So,
Okay.
so if you can make me laugh, I'm all for it. He definitely made me laugh. I laughed at what Brock Lesnar said, everything he said. A little overboard, yeah, probably. Did he mean it? At the time he meant it, but I bet he didn't mean it 10 seconds, 20 seconds after.
Right.
People say things in the sport, they're pumped up. He was pumped up. He lost, he avenged his loss. I know what that's like. He was definitely stoked. He does come from that background where they teach you to be on the microphone, and he took full advantage of it. And the guy's huge. Is anyone going to take the microphone and stop him? No, no one's going to stop that guy. But I definitely did laugh for sure. I thought it entertained me, man. That's for sure.
Hey, gentlemen,
I hope my guys don't do that, but if they did, I will laugh with them and have a drink. I'll have a Coors Light, Bud Light, I don't care. I'll drink all of it, and I'll have one with them after, and I'll laugh about it then too.
Okay, man, Jim, thank you for coming out, and thank you for letting me get this interview from FighterSkill.com. Like I said, you can find his Caroline at OTM Fight Shop. And where else can we find him?
OTM Fight Shop, Alliance Training Center in Chula Vista, Undisputed Downtown. Thanks to Dave Ventura and Ted, you know, find it online. You can get it on myspace.com/Henchman Fightwear. Henchman's plural with an E, plural. All one word. You can find it there. You get a hold of me. And I send stuff out all over the country. People get a hold of me all over the place, country, and also international as well. I send stuff out, so don't be shy. And I want to give a couple thanks, shout-outs too, man. Dave Ventura from Undisputed Downtown, Ted from Undisputed Downtown, RJ from Undisputed North Park, Brandon Vera and Joel from Alliance MMA. All these guys that allow me to train wherever I want to go because they know that I give back the love as much as I send people their way as much as I'm there. So thanks to those guys. My fighters, Diego Gurijo, one of my top guys, Frank Lester, Shannon Gugarty. All these guys that have been with me since day one, they're still there with me. Brandon Vera, he's not on me, but a friend of mine. He's not on my clothing line, but he's a friend of mine. Kerry Vera. I'm probably missing a lot of people, but all of the other guys, you know who you are, that have been in San Diego since I've been, that have helped me, and I'll continue to help you for sure. Thank you very much.
All right, brother. This is KO FighterKO.com. Check it out. Go support Henchman Fightwear. All right, guys, signing out. All right, brother. Thanks.